finally made it on the cruise and we're in our room. I took a video of our room so I'll let you guys see, but it is pretty cool. I'm gonna go take a tour of the boat in a second, just with my family, and we're gonna have a look at all the things that we can do, so I'll try and get some videos of that. But yeah, so far it's looking pretty good. I always forget how big cruise ships actually are. I think that's the biggest shock that everyone gets when they go into a ship. Like, they are so big. The ship that I was on was the Norwegian breakaway cruise ship. This ship has 18 decks and it can accommodate nearly 4,000 guests. My favorite thing about a cruise ship is the fact that there is so many different things that you can occupy yourself with, and different things for different ages as well. So there's games for kids, there's games for adults, there's so many different pools for everyone to enjoy. There's so much food. It's impossible for you to say that you're bored on a cruise ship. We are on the cruise ship. It's looking good. Say hi, James.
Hello.
So we finally made it on the cruise ship. Our first day spent on the boat was a sea day, which means that we just spent the whole day on the boat, exploring, eating food, relaxing. It was very nice and the weather was great this day too. Personally, I love looking out into the ocean whilst being in the middle of nowhere. I don't know what it is, it just feels magical in a way. I know a lot of people think it's scary, but I just think the view is absolutely amazing. Our second day on the cruise ship, we ended up in Bermuda. The weather in Bermuda was so hot. We spent the whole day at the beach and then getting some seafood. It was crazy. It's a tiny little island in pretty much the middle of nowhere. A lot of people know this place by the Bermuda Triangle because it's technically, if you look at where the Bermuda Triangle is, the Bermuda is like the top of the triangle. Bermuda is actually known for its pink sand. And I don't really know what pink sand means. Like, is the sand actually gonna be pink or does it mean something else? I don't know. But the beaches were really beautiful and the sand was really soft. After visiting Bermuda, we went back to New York and then we headed straight to Portland, Maine, where this lovely video was taken. The weather was not that great, but the food was phenomenal. After visiting Portland, Maine, we went to Harbour in Maine, St. John, Bay of Fundy, and Halifax, Nova Scotia. The places we visited up the east coast of America and Canada were very quaint and quiet. We found some pretty unique places. If you're into things that aren't as populated and maybe aren't as busy, I'm sure they do get a lot of visitors when these cruise ships come in. But if you're more into seeing places that there's not really going to be as many people, the places that I've mentioned are a great place to visit. There's so many unique little shops and little places that you can find yourself, and the food was really good. The weather overall, to be honest, was very hit or miss. I think in Bermuda the weather was crazy hot. It was ridiculous. And then we got to America and it was kind of cold And then we went further up north and obviously it got colder, but then in one day in Canada it was warm. Not hot, but we were still wearing shorts. So the weather was very hit or miss, but I wouldn't complain. I'm from England anyways, so same old, same old. Our last day travelling was spent in Halifax, Nova Scotia. It was a really nice end to our trip. We got to see quite a few bits of the city, but it was definitely very sad to know that we were going to be spending one more day on the cruise and then the holiday would officially be over. We had a great last night on the ship watching a show and then seeing the most beautiful sunset I have ever seen. I mean, look at this. I was mesmerized. We also watched a musical sing-song thing that was going on, and then we ended up back in New York, and before we know it, that was the end. I really hope that you guys enjoyed these little clips of my holiday, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks for watching!